For this thing I besought the Lord 3 times, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly therefore will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me.
I wrestle as I write this song with emotions where they don't belong. I long to see the risen King with patience and long suffering. This is the melody. This is
Remedy.
my remedy. Oh,
This is the melody. Grace is the remedy. This is the melody. Christ is the remedy.
I don't know why I do the things that I do.
I don't know why, Lord.
I don't know why I say the things that I say.
I really try,
I
Lord.
pleaded with the Lord to take this thorn in the flesh away.
said, "My grace is sufficient."
But he said, my grace is sufficient. But he said, my grace is sufficient. But he said, my grace is sufficient.
I pleaded with you, Lord, please remove this thorn. I asked you 3 different times before we made this song. You denied me every time and said, son, suffer long, because the gift that I gave you requires a thorn. Just because I saved you doesn't mean you won't do wrong. The great apostle Paul suffered too and was strong. It was my will when I made you to gift you and save you and remove you from the wicked and the sin that enslaved you. My grace is sufficient, it will always sustain you. My grace is the ticket by faith through the narrow gate. Then you step into your faith for your heavenly debut. I'm not the God of the dead, but of the righteous like Abel and the living, and those who always give thanksgiving. Man has gone astray like Cain, cursing and sinning, murdering and killing, blaspheming and spitting. From the beginning, every single man was a loser, but the main reason I saved you was to make you my soldier in the army of God, with Christ on your right shoulder. Every idle word said will be burned up with the dead, but you accepted the blood of Christ on the cross that he shed. So a thorn in the flesh was given to you as a test, and to keep you in humility so that you give me your best. Every gift that is given requires some form of death to yield to my spirit and seek me daily for rest, for rest.
I don't know why I do the things that I do.
I don't know why, Lord.
I don't know why I say the things that I say.
I really try,
I
Lord.
pleaded with the Lord to take this thorn in the flesh away.
He said, my grace is
But
sufficient.
he said, my grace is sufficient. But he said, my grace is sufficient. But he said, my grace is sufficient for you.
Amen. Remember, in anything that you're going through, God's grace is always sufficient.